Hey! Oof. Is that... Did I even brush my hair today? Trying to record a whole bunch of things before I go to a convention. So this is a no makeup kind of day. I flint. Oh boy. We would like to show you this thing that I find super cool. Paizo and Foundry have worked together to create some awesome modules that have like really cool features in it, okay? And one of which was like macros to break down barricades and bridges. And I was like, this is awesome, but I don't know how to make a macro. And yes, I did look it up, but I'm not a coder, okay? And I think most people aren't coders. And for me, personally, looking at code is intimidating. Go ahead, say it in the comments. But macros are so easy. For those of you who are like me and don't want to learn a whole coding language in order to build cool things into your map, here's what you do. Okay, today we're going to make this baby. So you have a bridge, okay? And you click a button and it breaks. I also have it so you can turn it back on. Unfortunately, it plays the sound again, but you could probably change that. But regardless, we're gonna make this thing. And then you can apply it to other things like barricades or whatever, because it's super simple. You have two states to this bridge, right? You have broken and fixed or built. So as long as you have two different images and you have Monk's active tile tokens, the module, you can do this. Now, caveat, this is for version 11, might not apply to earlier versions, might not apply to future versions. But for now, here's how you can do this. Flint says this hand is for pets only. So this is so easy. This is gonna be a short video if I stop rambling. So I just created a really dumb looking map here, okay? I created this in Dungeon Draft. I have this as a tile, okay? Set up as a tile. So the image itself does not have the bridge on it, and that's kind of key. I'll drop all of these assets for you in the description. It'll be a link to my website, and then you can just download it and try it out. At least you have something to test it with. I highly recommend that you try to make your tile asset in whatever system you're using to create maps. I create maps in Dungeon Draft, so these tile assets are actually from Dungeon Draft. And we can go into all of that. In fact, I plan on going into all of that in another video. But for now, you're gonna go over here, you're gonna import your map. So we're gonna just call this bridge 2, right? There you go. It's the size I made it, etc. It's actually a little bit bigger, but that's okay. We're not really worried about the specifics of that. You would adjust your map accordingly, make it the right size, adjust the grid, etc. before you try to do this. Next, we're gonna go to the tile section. So tile controls here on the left-hand side. You're gonna make sure you're in second button, the little square that says place tile. And we'll draw where the bridge would go. Now it's all the settings. So tile, image, or video. So we need a plain old bridge image. There we go. We're gonna hit create tile just so that we can see the size. I feel like it constrains it to whatever size the box is. So what I normally do is I adjust the tile scale ratio. There you go. Pretty good. What you want to do is you want to go to triggers. First, we're going to go into images. Right now, we don't have any images despite uploading an image here. You're going to hit add image, and you're going to add both your image for this state where it is a full bridge, and then your second image for whatever second state it is. If you wanted, you could do door closed, and door open. Now that would be a little bit different for your tile triggers. Then you're gonna go to setup. Setup, you're gonna make it controlled only by the GM unless you really want your players to be able to break the bridge. If this is a door, you might want to change this to anyone. Restricted tokens, I just put all tokens because it doesn't really matter. It's not going to be token triggered when. So this is the most important part. So we're going to get rid of enter. We're going to use manually activate. Now you can see here, door trigger. So if this was a door and you're going to open and close it, that's what you would want. For me personally, this is a bridge, and I don't want to accidentally click it and then destroy the bridge. I don't want to have to double click it and destroy a bridge. Just want to manually activate because that's when I'm going to remember to do it anyway. And this is also kind of how macros work, right? You have to push a button to run the macro. So we're kind of trying to mimic that to keep it simple. Then we're going to go to the more important thing, right? So all these other settings, they don't really matter. We're going to go to actions. We're going to play a sound because we want this to be fancy. We're fancy here. So we're going to go scroll down until you see the play sound file button. I'm giving you a sound effect, okay? I got this from Pixabay. You can get a whole bunch of like free sound effects like this. If you're using it for non-commercial purposes, it's fine. I'm going to upload it. Instead of triggering player, you want the sound to play for everyone because everyone can hear it, right? So you're going to do that, easy peasy. Second one though, add a new action. And we're going to go to switch tile image. You want the select entity to be this tile. So you just click this button here. It says use this tile. That's what you want to do. And you want it to change to the next image. This will also allow you to toggle it. So if you accidentally hit it and you need it to go back, or say you're testing it and you need to prep it for when your players actually come to the map, you can do all of this. For transition, for this one, we want none, but I want to let you know that you can change the transition to a bunch of different things and hit update. So now, how the heck do you trigger this? First, you're gonna have to make sure you're in the tile control section, which we're still in because we've been tile controlling. But if you're in your game and you've been moving tokens around, remember to switch. This is my like thing that I mess up all the time. I'm always in the wrong freaking thing. So remember you're in tile controls to control the tile. Surprise. Then you're gonna click on it once so that your box comes up, and then you're gonna right click once, and then all of your little like quick menu options come up. Here you can even lock it in place so you can't accidentally move. But regardless, you're going to want to hit this little power button, which was hard to figure out how you manually trigger anything in Monk's Tiles. This is how you do it. You manually trigger it with this power button, and you're just gonna click it, and there you go. That's it. You've learned how to make and destroy a bridge all in like 10 minutes, maybe. Maybe I could show them off and do individual tutorials if needed, but let me know what kind of tile animations that you guys want to see or like would love to be able to do, because I was trying to come up with different ones I could showcase and try my hand at like doing these things. Until then, I'm going to be releasing a few more tips and tricks from my experience trying to use both Foundry and Dungeon Draft together. I know, I'm sorry. Keep petting. Don't stop petting. Let's just explore this world together, shall we? So, let me know what you guys want to see in the comments below, and I'll try to recreate it for you. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Say bye-bye.